Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dark Cloud 2. In the last episode, we continued our trek through the Rainbow Butterfly Wood with some scuff. I don't want to talk about it. Now, in this episode, we're going to hopefully finish up Rainbow Butterfly Wood. Should be able to, anyway. But you may have noticed something on screen that I have two save files. I'm currently doing something a little different with how I'm going to record. I'm going to do a little bit of practice first. Well, I feel like this might be a little bit better for me anyway, to get better prepared. But we'll see. Alright. Now. Back in we go. Rainbow Falls entrance. Now you'll notice that we have a third seal type. We've already dealt with the red and the blue to indicate that we couldn't use either Max or Monica depending on the color. The white seal is different and a bit more of a pain. We are not allowed to heal, period. Healing items will not work here. We'd have to get very lucky on the floor layout if we wanted to get any healing done. This also applies to status ailments, so you're going to have to be very careful. Speaking of being very careful. Oh, that's actually not what I want to do. Oh, sorry. Alright, Guillermo, get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Yep. I know I'm not getting the medal, but I don't care about the medal right now. I'll do the medal later. When I can actually heal. Alright. And that is the primary reason why I'm probably not going to be able to do the medal. These things suck every time you get onto a floor where that kind of requirement is there. Oh. And repair powder. Okay. You know what? I'm fine with that. Can always go for more repair powder. In fact, Max is going to need that. Put that there. Huh. Nothing. Okay, I kind of figured it was going to happen. Anyway, trying not to have dead air in this video in particular, but it's not going to go well. I can already tell the other end is a dead end. Jeez. Super hot pepper. I believe that in particular is only used for crafting, or rather, in this case, inventing, quote unquote. Can't really call it something it shouldn't be. But come on, there we go. Come on. Get out of here. Okay. General rule of thumb that I would suggest people do. If you are unsure what trap it might be, and you're never going to be sure of it, go middle ground and do exploding trap. You're less likely to get it wrong that way. And if it is, you get a second chance anyway. And oh my god, I finally get holy crystals. In my practice run, I've still not gotten the holy crystals. And now that Monica is poisoned, I have to switch over to Max. Ow. Okay, no, this is not good. Out of here. Regardless on how this goes, happy clown present time, it's going to be a good thing. Just do a real, either you can go red box then yellow box, alternate, or you can just randomize it with your button press.
Very good.
And
Here you are.
ooh, 2 gold bars. Okay. These items are only for buying and selling. If you find them in the dungeon, that is free money. And when I say free money, I do mean free money. I believe these are 1,000 gold apiece. My suggestion is hold on to them until you're strapped for cash. And more holy crystals. Oh my god, this is going to be the run where I finally upgrade Monica's sword with exorcism. And speaking of Monica, I'm going to take this risk here. It's Angel, but it's an ABS bonus. That is not great. That was not a good time. And I was wrong, this was not a dead end. But this does contain our map. I still have yet to get the slash branch. So it's probably coming up. In fact, it's probably in one of those treasure chests right there. Or this one right here. It's not this one. Okay, well. Head down. Oh. I should also say, treasure chests. Once you start getting into the later floors and you start seeing mimics, and you don't want to risk getting hurt by them, open them from the back. Also, Monica is a godsend against the Tigriffs, merely because her sword is good against biologicals. Max is good against the artificial types. Disadvantage against Slash Branch. There it is. Because otherwise I would not have been able to get in here and get our Geostone. I never did talk about in depth what the Max's other weapon is in my menu screen. The Turtle Shell Hammer. It's a weapon type called the Hammer. Max uses wrenches and hammers. So, this is why he's actually good against enemies, especially kind of like the Sonic Bomber. Because, one, he can switch over to the Ride Pod, which the Ride Pod is infinitely better against these guys than Max himself. But Max is good against enemies like mimics, and against the small mimics, and his Ride Pod is good against the large mimics and the mech enemies, as I'm going to call them. And I'm going to do that just so I don't have to deal with Monica's poison, but it's not going to matter anyway. I'm not even going to bother to heal her now. I just want cure of the poison for the sake of it. And proceed to the next floor. I am going to do something a little different than what I did in my practice run, because I never showed off this floor anyway. The Rainbow Falls. Now, this floor in particular is going to be very special, like, in a little bit. But notice how there's an exclamation point here. We can't do anything here just yet, because we never did anything with the Georama area. Also, remember how I pointed out in the dungeon how the pipe was the only spot I could find that had a waterfall, despite the fact that there's one right here? It does not count. I don't know why it doesn't count, but it doesn't count. Same with that one right there. In fact, this rainbow doesn't even count as anything. And it kind of pisses me off. But I'm going to get rid of those photos, because I don't need them. But since we can't do anything on this floor just yet, we got to go back to the station. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just ask Cedric to do a quick repair on Steve. I still find that funny, I'm sorry. Now, I'm less than 400 away experience from getting the improved core. I'm probably going to end up doing that when we get to the next chapter. And wait until I get 600 to get the defense. It's not an overly big deal if you get the defense. If you're avoiding damage in the first place, you wouldn't need it, but I've been getting a little reckless. Case in point, I'm pretty sure I lost Monica or Max in this dungeon. But anyway, let's download all of that geostone data. If you stockpile them, it's going to take a long time for them. No, it's going to take a little bit. Because you're downloading every part, all of the requirements. See? And now we're getting into the checkpoint list. It says 15 river parts placed. Well, we can actually do rivers right here. But before I do anything, according to the geostone you brought back this time, if we want to bring Jarek back, we need to get someone who knows about trees to immigrate to Sindane. Get someone to immigrate? That's right. There are lots of people living in Palm Brinks, right? We've got to get those people to immigrate out into the world that way. That way, the future will develop. I see. And so what we need right now is someone who knows about trees, huh? Max, do you know anyone like that? He actually does. Someone who knows about trees. Oh, I've got it. Gordon. Gordon? Yeah, he's our gardener. He's an expert on trees. He's perfect. I bet he's in our yard right now, tending to the flowers or something. Really? That's great. Let's go. Okay. Go back to Palm Springs and look for Gordon the gardener. He should be in Max's yard. He is actually there. It's not a matter of should. He actually is. But Gordon's not going to be the only one I get in this episode. Because I realized last time, throughout this entire thing, I never actually went in here. That is the weapon shop. Well, actually, I did go in there. I only went in there once, and it was to take photos. But I never actually talked to the shopkeeper. But before I do that, I'm going to get Gordon. Gordon is... When it comes to immigration, there's a bit of... How do I put this? There are some that are going to be easy and some that are going to be hard. Gordon is actually an easy one. Has he? Huh. I never would have realized. Yes, we want you to come with us. Specifically, we want you to move out of Palm Brinks and into a different area with a bunch of trees. A forest sounds perfect for you. But like he's been saying, and I've been skipping the dialogue on, he's worried about the trees and the flowers. And the only way we're going to get him to go with us is if we bring back some holy water from the priest in the church. Why he thinks holy water will work when ordinary water will, I'll never know. I'm trying to figure out why Max's father and the priest are on bad terms, but that's neither here nor there. That's something that will never get addressed. Anyway, he wants holy water. We actually have 2, so we can give him 1. You can use his abilities from the status command under characters on the main menu. If you recruit someone else to join your adventure, that person will get on the train. Talk to that person inside the train to switch him or her in as your third party member. But here's the catch. They're not usable. They're only there for their abilities. That is the only use they have. Now that I've got Gordon, I've got the ability to unlock more people to move out of Palm Brinks. And I'm going to start with, actually, I'm going to go inside Max's house because we have a woman named Adele that needs to be recruited. And Adele is actually in Max's manor. And she can be recruited. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where she is, though. I think this is her, actually. No. I'm trying to remember where she is. I might not be able to actually do it. No, I should be able to, because in my practice run I was able to work on Melaine. But this right here is Max's room. This actually contains invention ideas. This requires a barrel, a tree, and a belt. I believe that is a new body for Steve, or what's supposed to be. And I got the photo album. Oh, if I remember correctly, you can actually take a picture of something in here. I believe this. Yep, that's the robot. This is the telescope. And... oh. Nope. That's the dresser. That's the lamp. And I believe that's it. Nope, that's the bed. Okay. Can I actually make anything? Let's get rid of all the useless photos. And let's see. Barrel. Belt. I believe I have the tree. I do not. Okay, so I cannot do that invention just yet, to double check. That's kind of a shame. But what can you do? I still gotta look for Adele, so... there's actually a few people we can actually get to move out of Max's manor. His father being one of them. His father's requirement is intermediate. It's not anything overly bad or anything. It's just... he requires you to get one of the gun he hands you to a bell trigger, which I'm about to get a bell trigger anyway, just by normally leveling up. Another thing you can do with the bell trigger is to just flat out buy it, but right now you cannot buy it yet. Now where's she? What was that? Can't you talk? Oh, right. This lady is also one of the ones that you get. And as you can see, her requirement is actually very easy. It's just a little tedious. And very precise. Randy Rosa. She's not Adele. In fact, where I'm about to go is, I'm pretty sure, the kitchen. Yeah, it's this the kitchen. This contains another requirement for another story, which is this chef here. I mean, yes, I can, but that also requires going into the dungeons and getting lucky on the drop, because the chestnuts can be a drop in the treasure chests. And I am not a lucky person. Ah, here she is. Now, Adele had dreamt of becoming a tailor, but in order to get her to be recruited, we have to make her confident again by trying to make clothes. She needs sturdy cloth, thick hide, and a hunk of copper. We have the thick hide, we have the hunk of copper, and we have a sturdy cloth. Oh, I hate that. It's like Zelda Ocarina of Time all over again. It falsely puts you somewhere where you don't want to be. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time because she's now no longer here, but we can also take the time to just look around and look for more ideas. I believe, yes. Now, this is another one. The post, the constructor, and the rock. I believe that's actually for making the cannonball arm. I don't remember ever having a rock. Post. Constructor. No, I do not have the rock. I need to go and take a picture of a rock. That's two things that I need to take a picture of. Now, I don't remember how to do this. I think it's just enter and exit. Yes. And that gives you the green overalls, which you could have gotten at the beginning, but I decided not to. And we got Adele. Now, we got Gordon, we got Adele. Now we need Polly. Polly is the owner of the bakery. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think she can actually be recruited. But someone else that can be recruited in here, other than Max's father, is the butler. This one, don't worry about using your money. Because it's just going to keep going up, but you can actually just sell things. If you got the gold bars like I did, you can just sell those and just keep talking to him and talking to him and talking to him until eventually he gets to the price that he needs. You need to in order to be able to recruit him. He'll go, you exit, you enter, you exit. And he should be back, and he'll be able to give you the money back. So while I'm doing the butler, I am going to take the time and do Polly. The weapon shop owner is a tad bit different, but it's more centered on Monica and not Max. With Max, it's just the gun. With Monica, it's a sword. Also, yep, that glitch is very apparent, especially in both the PS4 and the PS5 version. So, if you're using the actual hardware, you won't actually see this visual glitch. Polly requires you to deliver 20 loaves of bread to Morton's shop. And it's crunchy bread. Crunchy bread is actually better than the regular bread. It does better healing. In this case, it would still be a full heal. But it does have a limit, unlike what we're about to get in Chapter 2 for healing items. We gotta deliver this to the pumpkin field now. As you can see, this is basically just one giant fetch quest. If you didn't like fetch quests before, you're probably... I don't think you'll have too much of a time in this one. Some of the fetch quests require you to either go to the future or stay in the past. I like cheese, especially mozzarella, but have you people never heard of cheese sauce? You could have still used it. It will still be good. What's the matter with people? And I do actually get better healing items out of that. The only thing is, I don't think I'll be able to buy them. Not yet, anyway. But it's not a big deal, it's just... Okay, so we got Aunt Polly, we got Adele, we got a Gordon. The last person I want to get is the weapon shop owner, Melaine. And to do that, I'm going to switch to Monica. It's going to be rather interesting. 'Cause... if we build up a sword by 2 levels, then I'll believe you've got talent. Why don't you start with this Gladius? Like it said in the requirement, it's fine to buy or obtain a better one in the dungeons. I'm not lucky enough to be able to do that, so I'm probably going to spend some time in Rainbow Butterfly Wood to get this thing leveled up. And I'm probably going to start with this one. Alright, now to get to it. Oh, lovely. Skeleton soldiers. When it comes to Monica's sword types, it's usually long swords and short swords. Come on. Or not. When it comes to the short sword, she actually has an additional attack animation. But as you can see, with just 2 enemies, and I'm already getting close to a normal level up. This is... Since it's chapter 2, the enemies give a little bit more experience. If you were doing Max's gun, I would recommend starting at the underground channel. Just because I believe you get a classic gun. To a bell trigger. And the bell trigger is basically just from classic to the trumpet to bell trigger. And destruction crystals. Okay. I'm good with that. And we have a free heal. I'm okay with this. Yeah, see how quickly that is going up? Oh my god. Forest Dew. And there we go, we got a level up for this thing. And it requires Cyclone and Beast. Well, we have plenty of Beast crystals. Just no Cyclone. If we were getting Cyclone crystals, I wouldn't mind this. Now we just need Cyclone, and the only way I'm going to be able to do the Cyclone at this current point in time is probably the bundles of hay. Something I'm not a fan of. And you couldn't be Cyclone crystals? And you're empty. Sometimes you will find empty chests, and I don't know why. In my opinion, it's pretty stupid. But, them's the breaks. Earth element. Please. I wasn't getting enough destruction crystals, now I'm getting too many, and now I'm not getting any cyclone crystals. That's gonna be my run today, isn't it? At least I was getting holy crystals. Get out of here. And, ooh, there's a number of enemies here. I'm probably gonna have to. I really need the cyclone. I don't like doing that. Especially since that gets in the way of doing your Georama, because bundles of hay are a requirement. But we get the Cliff Knight. Now we just have one more to go. And it doesn't really matter which one you do. Personally, I'm probably going to go Flame, Lightning, and Exorcism because I actually have the means of doing those. Less so the Flame, but that's a different matter entirely. Nope. Nope. Get over here. One thing with the undead is, just like in Dark Souls, if you've been playing Dark Souls of any type, the skeletons can come back. But I think that's in later chapters. Oh, hey, the Slash Branch. I can actually go and I'm probably going to end up doing that. Because I kind of want to save the ending for later. And I got the fairy saw. Convenient. So let's find out what's in that extra room. And there we are. Treasure trove of enemies, which means a treasure trove of experience. Oh, and 2 undead. There, and 1 treasure chest. And what does it contain? The magic crystal that I didn't need. Because I was going to figure that everything else was going to be up this way. In fact, we've got 3 enemies left in a treasure chest. Get out of here. You're probably going to be wondering what I'm going to do with all of the normal bread that I have and the crunchy bread. I'm going to save the crunchy bread. Now we have a new status ailment to deal with. This is gooey. This slows your movement. I'm not exactly a big fan of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go Flame Lightning and Exorcism. Now I just need flame. But yeah, we have gooey. And there's... Right now we don't have a real means of dealing with it. But that's basically what these guys give you. If it was thirst, I would have no problems curing it.
Looks like we got them all.
There we go, we got that medal. I've been meaning to actually get that one off screen. And our last treasure chest is 2 repair powder. And I'm gonna put those on Monica immediately. I keep doing that, and I don't need the camera. If there's one thing I don't need right now, it's the camera. Unfortunately, this also means that Monica is slow in movement. It's not just attack that makes her slow, that is slow, it's her overall movement. But I think one way I can actually fix that, and it should have been done by now, refilling. I think... Yes! The wells do cure certain status ailments. It's like having a full heal. Take advantage of that if you have a status ailment like gooey. Stop. There's nothing you're gonna be able to do about that. Another alternative to getting rid of gooey is if you had a bar of soap, which is another item. I believe we got it before, or not. I don't remember. But Mullane is an intermediate one because of the fact that she requires 2 evolutions of a weapon. She recommends the Gladius, and I don't blame her because the Gladius is actually arguably better, when it comes to the base items. I say arguably because while it does have a lower attack power, and only slightly, it makes up for it by having additional movement. Right out the gate. Holy crap, that's a lot of enemies, and I am going to enjoy it. 2 chill crystals. You couldn't be Cyclone? Come on. This is not all of the Torre. Come here, Pumpkinhead. Get out of here. Huh. As you can plainly see, when it comes to immigration, I tend to try and go for 100% on the Georamas, because it's actually worth it. If you were to go 100% on anything, I would recommend Georama. If you were to get all of the medals, I recommend doing the combat-based ones, the time trial. Ooh, 2 flamestones. That is a new throwing item. And I would consider doing the requirements for the worst minigame, in my opinion, in gaming. Because that absolutely sucks. But I would only do the last one under certain circumstances because the items are not randomized, it's based on floor. Only if we got to it. Nope. Get over here. Mad at you. Alright, since there's nothing in that little offshoot, I'm not gonna go that way. And we got 2 anecdotes. Why am I not getting the Cyclone Crystals? I've always gotten Cyclone Crystals going through these games. Also, the weapon type that I'm currently using has a lower durability. So if you were going to have any real problems with it, I suggest using the protector crystals you've been getting. Otherwise, it's not an overly big deal. In fact, build up. Now I need Flame and Exorcism. I do have 2 flame crystals and 6 exorcism. I'm just going to use 3 exorcisms right now. I was going to save it for Monika's starting weapon, but I want to get this over and done with. Yeah, now I just need flame. I believe you needed like 8 for flame, and I only have like 2 flame crystals right now. You are a pain in my ass. Come on. Come on. Ouch, you. Finally, I get some wind crystals. Good lord. And I get a protector crystal. Ironic, because I was talking about durability. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And ride pod fuel for Steve. I'm not using Steve right now because I gotta work on Monika. And hey, flame crystals. Again, ironic because I needed those. Come on. There. That's all of the enemies on this floor.
Looks like we got them all.
And, ironically enough, we have the key to the place right now. When it comes to... Yeah, you notice how we still have some question marks. Some of these floors actually have rewards that are worth it when you do those. I might end up showing you which ones are, but I won't show you what they are. I'd like to leave it a surprise for you guys. And an early magic crystal. You know what? I'm fine with that. Nope. I'm not doing Monica's magic. Yes, it's worth it to do the magic, but I'm supposed to be leveling up a sword. I might go back and do this one later. Remember how I was talking about recruiting the chef in Max's kitchen, and he needed a roasted chestnut? And they were found in dungeons? I'm not allowed to use that right now because I need that, and it's very, very rare to get those. Those also double as a healing item. So I have to be very careful. Either that or I'm going to have to run out of healing items and bite the bullet. Which I don't intend on doing. I really hate tortoises. How often they block is something I don't like. Also, these guys take 2 durability most times. Another reason why I don't like them. Yeah, remember when I said that the undead rise back? Yeah. That's an example of them coming back. It's kind of like having Dark Souls. Not a fan of it. I believe if you have Holy, it doesn't matter if they come back because you're going to do a ton of damage to them anyway. Either that or it completely negates it, but I don't remember. I don't often get Holy Crystals enough to try it out. Come on. Ah, frick. Ah, okay. Not cool. And the slash branch, which tells me there is one of those up there. Well, I should have already seen it. You should have already seen it on the screen. Am I a fan of it? Not really. Is there anything I can do about it? No. That's the exit. So where is... Oh, I think I know where. I think I know where, but that's besides the point. We have enough for a flame. And we don't need to worry about attack power. But this should be enough to get our build. Nope. Oh, I need more flame. And I don't have much longer.
Which shall it be? Very good. Here you are.
I got the bomb over the coin. That's not a good look for me. Oh, on the plus side, there is a free heal here. Plus a treasure chest and a new enemy. I'm fine with that. But it's gonna get a little bit more difficult to get these level ups. And more sea dragon crystals. One of my biggest issues with getting so many sea dragon crystals in any run is that a lot of the weapons that you use don't require sea dragon. And we got fishing bait. And earth element. Not a fan of this. Ow. Okay. Okay. I am not a fan of that. With the amount of times you see turtles and tortoises in all of the dungeons, it should be a little bit more obvious that you need Sea Dragon, and you probably could customize your weapon because it doesn't really matter. The stats will speak for themselves. But at the same time, it's like, why wouldn't you go for the stronger weapon first? And of course I get poisoned, because why not? I'm gonna end up ending this, like, soon. So many Hunter Crystals. The Hunter Crystals I understand because some of the weapons that you have do require Beast.
Looks like we
But
got 'em all.
Sea Dragon, no. That doesn't make sense to me. I may end up having to look it up what weapons require Sea Dragon in order to level up. And if it's paths that coincide with what I usually tend to go with. Oh, hey, and a power crystal. If I needed attack power, I'd have gone for it, but because of how many times I end up just getting that attack power anyway. Anything? Nope, nothing. Okay, well. Alright, I'm gonna exit the dungeon. And I'm gonna end things off here. Next time, on Dark Cloud 2, we're gonna continue getting Malane and actually get started in earnest on the Georama. Until then, this is Shadow Zotai, signing off. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.